Welcome. Okay, I'm here for the final live stream. Um, where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. Look at that. Let me lower this. I don't want to hear my voice. All right. Who do we have here? Cinnamon. What is happening for me currently to the end of this month? Slow and steady wins the race around the love interest. But feeling prepared for things to move forward, even though it's slow and steady, it's a soulmate connection. Listen to your intuition. Intuition is heightened. At some point, you might make a decision to turn around and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Life changes for the better for you quickly. Before the end of the month, you have a wish that comes true. So put that out into the universe. Whatever it is, put it out there. Adriana, when will I be living with a love partner? It's a good one. It's possible sometime like mid-fall. That's not, it could happen sometime this year. Elizabeth, love and career for the next 3 weeks. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. The hard work that you've put into your career is coming back to you, paying off a bill of debt or a loan. You have the world at your feet when it comes to work or a career. There also may be a couple of new opportunities around you. Eight of Pentacles, opportunity to go back to school, learn a new area of study. You have a wish around work. You also have the Ace of Pentacles, could be a new job opportunity that comes in, and your career is strengthening. I don't know if you're going back to school, and that may be what strengthens it. But over the next 3 weeks, I think you might have a new opportunity that comes in. When it comes to love, don't be afraid to lay down the law, cut through any bullshit. You have a couple of people here. If you're not in a committed relationship, the judgment, if you are in a committed relationship, judgment card is guiding, divine guidance around your relationship. If you're not, you've got growth and transformation that comes in out of the blue with a couple of different options. Cancer, the love cup is full. Libra, Aries. Success comes in around a relationship with the Aries. Huh. Listen to your intuition. A Pisces and a Virgo could be coming in too. So you might have some options when it comes to career and options when it comes to love. Let's see what happens. The next 3 weeks take us to the end of January, beginning of February. We got some planetary stuff happening. And then Mercury goes retrograde. Yeah, it can definitely shake things up. With Mars is going to hit. Mars, I think, is going to hit Uranus. Could bring in a change. You're going to have opportunities. Change is coming. To Leo, what are Stephanie, my new boss's intentions towards me? I met her before and she became my boss. She wasn't a nice person. I see this as a sign to leave. I agree with you. She doesn't have bad intentions though. I mean, she actually thinks that you have plenty of potential. This could be like even offering you a promotion or something, giving you a new responsibility. She doesn't think that you're stuck in the mud. She thinks that you're going places. You got the Chariot. And divine guidance is around the situation. If you don't like her though, I mean, I don't think that that job is for you forever anyway. And you have the sun coming in around a new journey. I would think about how you could get out of there. Make a plan to get out of there. But I don't think she's got ill intentions. But if you don't like her, you don't like her. That's it, you know? We don't want to work with somebody we don't like. You know, sometimes, like, she could like you, but if you don't like her, you know, nothing's going to change that. I don't think you're staying there much longer. Mustafa, what are my Aunt R's most recent thoughts and intentions towards me? She thinks that you have a lot of choices. She thinks that your life changes for you for the better quickly. She thinks you're highly intuitive. She thinks that you're patient, kind, hardworking, and stable. She also thinks that you're very smart. She's jealous of you, the potential that you have, for sure. Cinnamon, is the soulmate the guy I'm in the current relationship with? Okay, is this a soulmate relationship? I believe it's a soulmate relationship, yeah. Adriana, I sense that a specific colleague is going to fall in love with me. Is that going to happen? Got a 70% chance, yes, it does happen. So maybe a little bit down the line, but it could happen, yeah. Cinnamon, when will I be living with my love partner? It's not that far off. It could be sometime this spring. It could happen pretty quickly. Ronnie, spiritual for February. Looks like slow and steady wins the race in February. I think that as you continue through this year, I think the clairaudience comes up strong. You're going to start to hear things at random times if you don't already. And then that's separate from you hearing messages through other people or on TV or on the radio or stuff like that. You may hear catchphrases that people, like my mom used to always say, every pot has a cover. I don't know, she used to say that. Like if you were talking about a couple, right? Or you'd be like, oh, can you believe she's dating him? You know, or like my mom would be like, oh, every pot has a cover. Like you may start to hear those kind of phrases come out of people's mouths and you'll know that somebody's trying to send you a message, let you know that they're around. You might also start to see birth dates and initials of people that passed. That they may also trying to be like, let you know that they're around. Ancestors or random, it doesn't have to only be family members. It could be anybody that's already passed on. Friends, colleagues. But you'll know it when it happens. Empress, how are things currently between Melina and her Wazam in their relationship? Oh, somebody here has been hurt pretty bad. And the relationship is way out of balance. Somebody's moving on. Someone's leaving it behind. I don't know which one, but somebody's already pulled out of the dock. They may physically be there, but they're not there emotionally. Mustafa, I made it part of my New Year's resolution to firmly avoid my Aunt R at all costs, and I'll definitely go out of my way for that. What actions can I expect from her in the future? Does she normally reach out to you? She could reach out to you. You may hear from her out of the blue, or you may bump into her somewhere out of the blue. Listen to your intuition. She's going to feel very weak, and that's why she may reach out to you. She may feel burdened, or you bump into her somewhere, but I wouldn't expect too much more than that. I would just keep her at arm's length. Empress, what does Melina intend to do with Wazam in that relationship? Well, the two of them fight like hell, and something gets exposed around this relationship that they're either going to have to deal with. Now, it could end them for good, or they may decide to work things out. The relationship is way out of balance. Way out of balance, and there's indecision around it. The relationship doesn't look good. If she's looking for a time to, hit the road, now's the time. Somebody's already checked out. So I don't know if she's already made the decision that she's leaving or he's leaving, but I don't think these two are going to be together for all that much longer. Adriana, am I going to like him? I only know him from phone calls. Okay, am I going to like him? You are going to like him. Yeah, 70% chance says you like him. Empress. How did Cassidy feel when she saw that my brother ended up going to the restaurant that they had agreed on without her anyways, since she didn't respond? I would feel terrible if it were me. I hope she felt bad. She felt, yeah, she felt a little bit unstable. She felt a little, yeah, she felt like she ruined the wish. Did she say why she didn't go? And now she's thinking long and hard about it. She feels bad. Najilani. Is my manager want to let me go and fire me? Oh boy. Does my manager want to fire me? I don't know why they would want to fire you, but I'm getting a 70% chance, yes, they do want to fire you. Did something happen? I don't know that they will, but they may be upset and they may want to, but I don't know that it's actually going to happen. Mustafa. If hopefully not, but if I do hear from or see my aunt this year, how will it be most likely? It's going to be kind of awkward. You're going to feel like nothing has changed for her for the better and that she's sneaky. And you're going to get a bad vibe from her. Yeah, I think that you tried to make it very short and sweet and simple, and then you leave the situation or you remove yourself from the situation. I don't think you have all that much contact with her this year. But she's going to give you like a bad vibe, or she's going to, and it might not even be because she's wishing anything bad on you. It just may be the kind of thing where like she's curious. She really wants to know what you're into or why you're so smart, and she's jealous. She thinks that you're much more powerful than she is, and I don't think she'd ever admit that. Mr. Maurice, what do the cards need me to know? Okay, you got some nice things happening. If things have been a little bit tough lately, you have a new opportunity when it comes to business or making money. It looks like you're reigniting your ambition just when it comes to life in general. It does look like regret, negativity, and pessimism moving into the past. Empress is here. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful of that card if you don't want children. But it's an excellent indicator of money and love coming in this year. Four of Wands, the happy home. Upgrading homes, changing homes, switching homes, redecorating homes, moving in with someone, whatever it is, it's positive. It even can be an engagement if you're just dating someone. Long-term possibility around it. You got the Judgment card here, which means you'll be at the right place at the right time, and the world is at your feet in 2015, in 2021. So you're going to have a lot of positive changes and shifts in 2021. Serena, things didn't work out with a few orders that resulted in a bunch of bad reviews for my store. Sales have slowed down. How will it go for the rest of the month? Ooh, excuse me. Okay, you might be feeling a little bit of regret around all that shit that happened. And you may feel like nothing is changing or sales are not picking up as fast as you want them to. You might also feel a little bit hurt by the situation. But I think that things take a turn for the better before the end of the month. You're feeling a little bit more prepared. Something positive happens out of the clear blue and you make a decision to forget it. Put whatever negativity happened in the past and move forward. Do what you can to rectify the situation, and you have a wish that comes in the Judgment card, which means you're being guided by the divine. Looks like before the end of the month, sales pick up and you're able to redeem yourself a little bit. You know, overall, it's like January is not the best month. Once we get past January, though, I think you'll be in an even better place. You finish January better than you started it. Jelani, is Promise in love with me, or just want to play? Okay, is Promise in love with me? I don't believe this person's in love with you. It does look like the Fool is starting a new journey, which is very positive. But the Fool can also be lighthearted, carefree, for every bunch of a free spirit. And there isn't any love showing up here right now. Doesn't mean that can't happen in the future. You know, the love can grow. But right now, if they're telling you they're in love with you, that's not true. Not yet, anyway. Cinnamon, how will my first week go going back to college? Your persistence takes you to the next level. You really throw yourself into it, and you got a lot of happiness that comes of it. Not holding yourself back, you're taking control of your life. It goes well. Good for you. Adriana, are we going to go out on dates? I think so. Yep, the opportunity's here for sure. Charlie Pat, love and career. Okay, when it comes to your career, listen to your intuition. You've got the Knight of Cups in reverse, which means things should be moving forward pretty quickly. Eight of Pentacles, the opportunity to either go back to school or learn some kind of a new area of study. It may even be on-the-job training, whatever it is, it's positive. Listen to your intuition when it comes to your career. You could be feeling like, hey, I can finally breathe a sigh of relief. I'm being better compensated. I'm earning more respect. There's money flowing to me, and I feel successful. Success starts pretty early in this year, but I think by the end of the year, you're in a much better place when it comes to your career just in general. When it comes to love, you do have a new beginning. Now, if you got the Two of Cups here, which is a commitment potential. If you're already in a committed relationship, current relationship would be moving forward nicely. If there's nobody, there's a commitment coming in, no longer holding yourself back, and it could be with an Aquarius. If you're already involved with somebody and they're not an Aquarius, that card just means you have a wish around the situation. Got some good luck coming in around your love life, and your perseverance takes you to the next level. Don't be afraid to throw yourself into love. Love life is moving forward, and if you're single, you could have choices. So aside from the Aquarius coming in, there's also a Hermit. There's also a Virgo coming in. So you may have choices when it comes to love. But either way, it looks like career and love, you do well this year. Georgia, how is RS feeling about my text message conversation? Okay, kind of all over the place. So part of him feels like slow and steady wins the race. Nothing is changing, or, you know, I don't know what to do. I'm stuck. But part of him also feels like the Death card. Growth and transformation can come to the situation. There's sharp energy around the situation. Were you the Queen of Swords? I mean, this is actually the King of Swords, which would even be stronger than the Queen. But either way, he may also think that you're involved with someone else, or he may feel like there's a third party interfering with this situation. But the truth is that he may be returning with a love offer. So I don't know what happened in that text message, or that conversation. But you might be shaking him up a little bit. Oh, you like this crappy top? Thank you. First of all, like, I'm like an animal because I break every zipper. And this zipper thing here is broken. And this is actually, like, everything I'm wearing is still maternity because it can't really fit into my clothes. But thank you. It's kind of like been worn that to death. But anyway, thank you. That other blue shirt that I wore in the last one is so like stretched out and faded and gross. And then Avery spit up on it before, so I took it off and threw this on. If the shirt wasn't in bad enough shape. I thought we were over the spitting up part. I thought we grew out of that. Mustafa, how do my parents currently think and feel about me? We had a tower moment recently, but it seems to be positive now slowly. Okay. You know, your parents are they are so proud of you for the college thing, and they think that you're so smart and that you're so capable of so much that it almost like adds unnecessary pressure to you, because like I think that the pressure is like almost like without, like, they're just so proud of you. You have no idea how proud they are of like the whole college thing. They think that you're going to be very successful. They think that you're going to make a lot of money, and they're really impressed by you. They think your life is moving forward. Even if you have a tower moment, they're your parents. Like, that's normal. That happens. But they are so proud of you that I think it almost like brings them to tears. You know what I mean? It's a huge thing for them. Just keep doing what you're doing. You know what? Thank you. But I don't look good in this color with my real hair, because my real hair is red, and I don't know, it just doesn't. But thank you. I know, it's my grandmother used to say, can you just accept the compliment? But with this color hair, I think it's the shirt, the color's okay. I don't like it with red hair. I don't know. Anyway, my dad doesn't like the red wig. And to be honest, in the other closet, I didn't like it. But in this, the lighting must be different. And I do like the red wig now. I don't know. Anyway, I'll have to ask him his opinion. He usually just offers it without me asking. But the other day, I FaceTimed him after I finished the live stream, and I had the blue lipstick on. I didn't have the wig on, though. And he's like, like, it's FaceTime. He's like, the face he makes, like, what is wrong with your lips? He's like, that's terrible. I'm like, but it matches the blue wig. He's like, oh, great. It matches the blue wig. Mustafa. I don't see it yet, so let me do Oriella. I feel Marquet, my former boss, is harassing me on Messenger. He says he loves me. Huh. I told him numerous times to stop. He's telling me he's trying to recall me back to work. What is going on? I don't like that. I mean, that's like straight up lawsuit stuff. Like, you can't do that to people. You can't harass people. It's illegal. I'm not allowed to do that. Okay. He does want you to come back to work. I mean, he also does think that you're good at your job. So it's not like he's just taking you back because he wants to look at you or be inappropriate. But he does want you to come back to work because he's impressed with the work that you do. You get 3 of Pentacles here. And you also have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. But I don't like him talking to you like that. The world is at your feet, so, you know, if he doesn't stop, you could go to authorities. You could go above his head, and you could get him in a whole lot of trouble. But that's your call. You know, it's inappropriate. You know, it's not... You know, work is work. Outside of work is outside of work. And if you and him decide to have a relationship at some point, that's your business. If you're not working there, then that's fine. But just in general, I'm always reluctant about people working that work together having situations, just because you never know what's going to happen. But I don't like this. I don't like that he's harassing you on Messenger. I would make sure that you keep all of that stuff so that you have proof of it. Because if he doesn't stop, I would go to the higher ups. And if there are no higher ups, like he owns the company, I would just ignore him. I mean, you don't need that. Mustafa, what reasons does my Aunt R think that her magic, the magic of the magician she paid to curse me, failed, and now I'm still happy and alive? I can't imagine why somebody that's your family member would want to curse you. What were her reasons? Why would she, like, my nephews, like, I would never do anything to hurt either one of them. Like, they're like to me, and no matter how old they get, they're like babies to me. Like, why would I ever want to do anything to hurt them? What kind of a sick person does that? She thinks that you're well protected. She thinks that you have a lot of protection in the spirit world. She also thinks that you're very loved. I don't know. I can't imagine. First of all, I can't imagine wanting to hurt anybody. Like, really. I mean, there may be a couple of people that would deserve it. But it would definitely not be my nephews. Or, like, kids. She thinks that you're very well protected. I think she thinks that you're spiritually connected and that you also do protection stuff. She also thinks that you're smarter than she is. So she thinks that you can outsmart her. Adriana, what's coming in love? Love cup is full, and there could be somebody right now that's in your world that you just haven't taken notice of yet. You do have a soulmate relationship on the horizon. Listen to your intuition. You're going to have choices. There's a Pisces coming in. There's an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. There's a Leo. There's a Virgo. Holy good God. Water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer as well. So you're going to have choices moving forward. So don't feel like if something doesn't work out, or if somebody's not treating you right, or you're not being met halfway, don't feel like you have to put up with it, because there's other stuff, and you don't have to put up with it regardless, but there's other people coming in, and you're going to be able to have some choices in the near future. Let's put it that way. Ronnie, finances for the next few months. Mr. Dylan snoring. Slow and steady wins the race, but the hangman's in reverse. So you may feel like, money is flowing to you slowly and steadily, and you're not holding yourself back. You got some good luck coming in, and you have the magician here so you can manifest new opportunities to make money. You could be presented with an offer that would be hard to refuse in the next couple of weeks, and that could push your finances forward too. 3 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. Money should be improving. Listen to this guy. Empress, will I receive acceptance with full scholarship to the Mayo Clinic this cycle? You should. Yeah, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. I can breathe a sigh of relief. Maybe I haven't won the war, but I sure have won the battle. I think so. No, Georgia, I think it's good. I think it's good because you know what? Sometimes I just had a private with somebody, and sometimes we were saying, nice guys finish last. You may as well cut them up. T-Vet, general for me in the Aquarius. Okay, the relationship can come back into balance, or it becomes very balanced and strong. And then it's slow and steady wins the race. It does look like the love cup is full, and it's okay for you to set up some boundaries or cut through anything that you might think is bullshit. Perseverance takes you places. Listen to your intuition around this situation. The world is at your feet. This relationship's got a lot of possibility, and you have a wish. Put it out into the universe. There's possibility for this situation to move forward nicely. Mustafa, how do my parents currently think and feel when I worry and complain about my Aunt R to them? Well, we got the double-edged sword here. One may think that you're totally legitimate, and the other one may think that you're making a big deal out of nothing. Somebody may think that she's sort of like the devil, and the other person may feel like she's not that tough, or she's not that strong, or she doesn't have the power that you give her. I don't think that they agree. And I think that maybe it's your mom agrees with you and your dad doesn't. Goddess, what is my younger brother's energy towards me? It's not great. It's like argumentative, not persevering, or not putting in much effort, kind of holds himself back, and definitely doesn't listen to his intuition. So I don't know what's gone on between the two of you, but you might need to work on this relationship a little bit. Patty, did the Virgo forget about me, and will he talk to me again? Okay, you got divine timing guiding this situation, and you should hear from him again. But there may be a third party involved. That may be why you haven't heard from him. There could be somebody else interfering with this situation. But you will hear from him at some point. Cinnamon, will Jamel move on? Will Jamel move with me to Richmond, or he wants to stay in our hometown? Okay. Does Jamel want to move with me to Richmond? Will he move with me to Richmond? I think he's going to move with you. 70% chance yes, and he's not holding himself back. Miss Shante, General. Balance comes back to your life. You might be making a decision to walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And if you decide to, it would be for the better. If you become here the Queen of Swords and you lay down the law, set up some boundaries, and you kind of cut people out, you got new energy coming in. You got a Capricorn coming in. You've got your intuition is being heightened. You've got taking time for rest, relaxation, recharging your batteries does a world of good. You also have a little bit of financial stability coming in. Knight of Cups. Could have a new love interest if you're not with anyone right now. If you are with someone right now, current relationship rekindles. The sun comes out and money comes in. Not bad. Got a Pisces coming in if you're single. You also have a Virgo. If you're not single, current relationship moves forward. Tarot Girl. What does CH think of me? Okay, CH thinks that you are hardworking, intelligent, intuitive. You've got, you're very well balanced and very intelligent. attractive, loving, kind, sincere, humble, honest, and unique. Goddess, what exactly is my younger brother's problem with me? He's got a double-edged sword around him. So on one hand, he really admires you and he looks up to you. On the other hand, he's a little jealous of you. He may also be feeling like he can't live up to the person that you are, or he has never been able to live up to the person that you are. A situation with him could shift, though. There is opportunity to be prepared for this relationship to have success out of the clear blue. So you may turn a corner with him in the near future. And Yukriti, H's actions and intentions for me next. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. But it seems with the Chariot in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles that he's very slow. When he's slow to make a move, I wouldn't expect all that much from him right now. The Death card's in reverse too. It seems like he's kind of, everything is just kind of slowed down right now. Eventually he'll reach out to you. It just could take a minute. Desiree Love. Okay, if you've recently been heartbroken and you've recently been hurt, it's moving into the past. Moving forward, you've got a Taurus coming in through divine guidance. If you're not with somebody right now, look for a Taurus or a fire sign that's very ambitious. Taurus, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If you are with someone right now, your current relationship has long-term potential. Money comes in around it, and there's opportunity for things to move forward. There also could be an Aries that's coming in. You might have some options. Hola K, General. Okay, look out for an argument with somebody close to you. You got the King and the Queen of Swords here, so there may be a little disruption around with the swords, and it could happen out of the clear blue sky. Communication that escalates to an argument. It might make you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, but it will blow over and justice comes in. Good karma comes back. The Lover's card is here. A soulmate relationship is on the horizon if you're not with anyone right now. If you are, current relationship moves forward. You may feel like you got a long road ahead of you, but enjoy the ride. Could be a water sign coming in for romance. Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Adriana, when could I be in a stable relationship? It's possible before the end of the diamonds, before the end of the winter. Possibly within the next 4 weeks, you could at least meet the person and you could be on your way, and then the relationship can happen before the end of the winter. Cinnamon, what does my mother really think of me? She thinks that you are very capable. She thinks that your life is moving forward, that you're going to be very successful, that you don't hold yourself back. You got the Chariot here, which is forward movement is around you. Thinks that you can make things happen in your life, and then you may be able to make things happen for you that she wasn't able to do for herself because she holds herself back sometimes. She thinks that you're kind, caring, that you're always growing and transforming, you're eager to learn, you're spiritually connected, and you're very smart and intuitive. Tarot girl, will CH and I ever become more? Yeah, there's a possibility. Yeah. You guys could become more. There's success around a relationship. Mustafa, how would she think and feel if I suddenly went through a series of bad luck, bad reputation in the family, promiscuous, known for getting beat up a lot, and went cross-eyed and ended up in a mental asylum? That's terrible. You know, she would feel a little bit burdened by it. So even though she's, not doesn't treat you great, she would have feel a little bit regret. She would be slow and steadily either trying to help you or would be ready to. Two of Wands is like feeling prepared or feeling ready. So I don't know. I don't trust her, but I think that if you really fell on such hard times, she may feel bad. And she may be surprised how bad she feels. Why would she want to be mean to you in the first place? I don't get. I don't get. Because, like, when my nephew was, I don't know how old he was. Maybe he was like 5 or 6. Some of the kids were making fun of his hair. And I wanted to go and make fun of, I wanted to make those kids cry. Because, you don't want to see, it's just sad. I mean, it's part of growing up, but it's part of growing up. So I can come down to the playground and make you cry. I don't know why she would want to be mean to you. Adriana, what is Angel going to do about me? Please don't let your aunt make you have all the horror happen. No, she's not. She doesn't have that kind of power over you. He feels very weak right now. He feels very undecided. And he's got the double-edged sword. So he doesn't know what to do. He will listen to his intuition. Eventually, he will reach out to you. But right now, he's kind of sitting on the fence. Like, and he's one of those people, like, right now, I'm not doing anything because I just don't know what to do. So I'm not doing anything at all. Adriana, am I going to give him an opportunity? Yeah, I think you will. Yeah. Hmm. Looking for someone I haven't gotten to yet. How about Julia? Oh, will things go well for me in the Gemini? Okay, will things go well for me in the Gemini? Yes, they should go very well. 2 aces, plus you got the Empress. Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful of that card if you don't want children. Things should go really well for you. Angel, is Elisa the Libra currently with someone? What are her feelings to me? Okay, is Elisa currently with someone? No, I don't think that she's with anyone. I think that I think she's got a lot of respect for you. She thinks that you're kind, sincere, that you have a good personality, you're attractive, but I don't think that she has any idea how you feel about her. Adriana, how is he going to treat me next time? He should treat you well. Cause for celebration comes in when you listen to your intuition and things are either passionate or starting a new beginning. Um, I think things go well next time. Tarot, general love. Fire sign comes in that means business. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You got some good luck coming in. You got a Pisces around. No longer feeling like I'm waiting for my ship to come in, but you may have lots of new romantic opportunities. You got the Six of Wands. You've got success coming in around love. You may have a couple of different options too. Empress, will I reach my goal weight by June this year? Yeah, you can. Tisha, general reading for the next 2 months. You have a wish when it comes to love, put it out into the universe. You're going to have some choices. Love life moves forward quickly. You've got a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also have an Aries. If you're not with anyone right now, that's what's coming in. Walking away from people, places, and things no longer serve you, brings in fresh energy, no longer waiting for your ship to come in, but a new romantic partner arrives. Now, if you're currently with someone, current relationship changes for the better quickly, and you should be getting a little bit more respect out of your partner. It does look like the world is at your feet, and love does well for you this year. It also looks like you may have balance that comes back to your life through perseverance. You may decide to go back to school. Love looks good. You as a person may be stepping into your own personal strength, pushing your life forward with the Hangman in reverse. Chariot is here. Life moves forward quickly. Page of Pentacles can be starting a side business or being focused on a business idea. Growth transformation comes to you in the next couple of months. Going through a personal transformation. You got some nice stuff happening. Sailor, how does the Sag feel or will feel about my message I sent him tonight? Okay, I don't know what the message said, but he pulls his energy back intuitively. So this is like not making a decision. You know, it's not the kind of thing where he's like, I'm not talking. It's like, I don't know why, but I'm just going to like put it off. I'm putting it off. I'm putting it off. I'm distancing myself. May feel like he was treated unfairly. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what you said, but the Hermit is in reverse, which means they may know that you're 100% right, but they're not going to admit it. So I don't know what happened. You know, it could be the kind of thing where whatever the situation is, they know you're right and they don't want to hear it. So Hermit is in reverse. I don't know what you said though, or how, what's gonna, which way they're avoiding it. Let's put it that way. Whatever the message is, they're gonna avoid it. Um, Spiritual awakening. I had a conversation with Sag yesterday. What's next with him? Um, Things could move forward a little bit with the Six of Swords, but ultimately, I mean, the Emperor is in reverse, which I don't really care for because it's somebody that could be a little bit manipulative, and the Hermit is in reverse. So I really wouldn't expect all that much from this person right now. You might have to give it some time because things may not change too much, quickly. But soon you should hear from them again. That's what I would expect, to hear from them again, but I wouldn't expect too much more right now. Ignacio, I want to know how will my parents would react if I'd come out to them. How would my parents react if I come out to them? Okay, the cards indicate a little bit dual, okay? So maybe one parent may be like totally fine and may already have an idea. The other parent may have a little bit of harder time processing it, but gets past it because this is what we got. Life moves forward. You've got to wish around the situation. There may be a little bit of silence or a little bit of distance around the situation, and somebody may feel mildly hurt or mildly upset by it, but they get over it. The Magician is here. And they deal with it and you guys move forward. That's what I think. But I also think that something like that you have to do in your own time when you're ready, and nobody can tell you when to do it. And I think that being your, authentic self, when you're good and ready, that's when you'll deal with it, and not a moment sooner than that. So when you're ready, you go for it. And if you're not ready, then don't do it yet. Brandy, you could close them. Thank you. Yeah, it was funny because I was watching Boy George. I love him. I don't know. I just think he's great. Anyway, he was talking about when he came out, and his mother was like, "What do you think? You're telling me something that I don't know?" She's like, "I always knew that you were special, different, unique. That's just who George was." She was like, she always kind of felt it, and she's like, "I knew it." I mean, I'm not a huge fan of his music, but I know I like him. What was I watching him on some reality show, and he came so close to winning, but he didn't. He came in second place. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember what it was. But I only watched it because I liked him. I don't know. I thought he was funny. Mustafa, general for the rest of January. He's got beautiful eyes. They look like crystals. General for the rest of January. And you know that I'm a sucker for that English accent. Okay, for the rest of January, you could have a new job opportunity. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. Life starts to move forward pretty quickly, and you're prepared for it. There could be a new love interest that enters. Might be a Taurus. Money looks good. Looks like you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan or setting money aside for something. It also looks like you have a wish before the end of January, so put that out into the universe. Mel, does my mother really think I hate her? We haven't been getting along lately. No, she doesn't really think that you hate her. But she comes off like she wants to have more control than you're willing to give her. Let's put it that way. She doesn't think that you hate her. And if she says that, she's using that as a tool, like a manipulation tool. You know, it's not easy. Mother-daughter relationships, I don't think are easy. But I don't think that she really believes that you hate her. No, not at all. Moms are annoying. I mean, really. My friend Mark. I've been friends with him forever. We're in high school, right? But I don't know, 17, 18, we're leaving the house. And his mom comes running out and she's like, Mark, Mark, Mark. And he's like, what? We're just about to get in the car. And she's like, if you get hungry, eat. And he's like, well, gee, I never would have thought of that. Like, moms are annoying. If you get hungry, eat. Brandy, why was T helping me today? It seems as if he's trying to get close to me. And he may be. You got the Knight of Cups here. You also have a wish around the situation, and he's feeling a little bit ambitious. What's his sign? You have a Virgo and an Aries here. If he's not a Virgo or an Aries, these two may be showing up. And he's not holding himself back. I think he does want to get close to you. You know, it's funny because I never really realized it until I got older. Actually, one of my friends pointed it out to me. He said that he's noticed that a lot of times, especially, he's Italian. I mean, American Italian, whatever. But he said that he noticed in his family that the women, like the mothers, would really like be very tough on the daughters, like kind of make them like, do housework and make them do all kinds of stuff and like really stuck it to them, tell them what to do, that kind of shit. But when it came to the sons, like the sons could pretty much do whatever they wanted and mothers accepted that. But you know what? I think it holds true for a lot of us. I mean, well, I'm Italian, but like I think it holds true for a lot where like women think that they can tell their daughters what to do, but they kind of accept more from their sons. Or like for example, I remember one New Year's Eve, my mother had nothing to do. I had nothing to do either. I was going over to my friend's house. It was going to be me and her parents were there. I mean, I wasn't doing anything. My brother had something to do, right? He had like legitimately something to do, like a party or something. And my mom was so mad at me because I went to my friend's house that she ignored me for 3 days when I came home. Meanwhile, my brother went out. How come it was okay that he went out, but it wasn't okay that I went out? Why did she expect more from me than him? I don't know. It's like that pisses me off. And I think that's really unfair. Like, I think it's really unfair. And you know what? If she had something to do, I would have stayed home by myself and told her to go. So I don't, like mothers and daughters, they could have a little bit of a twisted relationship there, I think. And I feel like a lot that happens a lot. My grandmother treated my mom like that. And you're expected to do what they want you to do. Yeah, I don't care for that. That's controlling. It's manipulating. It's not fair. I'm personally trying to be very conscious that I don't do that to Avery. I hope that I don't. Like I'm trying to let her make her decisions. Like which one do you like better, the pink one or the green one? Like you pick it, rather than me being told your favorite color is pink. You know, like, or you're going to wear this dress, or I'm going to cut your hair into the B. Arthur haircut when you're 13 and you look like old lady. Like, I'm going to try not to do things like that to her and traumatize her. My zodiac sign is Pisces. I'm a Gemini rising and a Leo moon. My grandmother had that effect on a lot of us. Like, before she even said anything. But I mean, I told you guys, who's going to want you with a hairy back? She says it to my cousin. I mean, how do you say that to your grandson? Like, sometimes it's like, who raised you? But you know what? Like, that's what you got to do. You got to look at who raised them. So my grandmother used to tell this story. Listen how horrible this is. Her mom came here from Italy, and she was half deaf. She was half deaf. She never really learned to speak great English. I don't think ever. And I think that she also lost a couple of children. I know she lost, my grandmother had a brother who died of pneumonia as an infant, but I think she also had a couple of miscarriages. She didn't have any family here, really. She had one aunt here, I believe. And she had my grandmother. And now for Easter one year, she brought my grandmother a chick. And my grandmother used to walk the chick. You know, it was her pet chick. Well, one day she came home from school and they were having chicken soup. Now, how traumatizing is that to a kid? But I think that was probably the way her grandmother grew up. You know, like, it gets big, right? So you eat it. But how traumatizing is that to a kid? You know, like, that's awful. But, you know, so I don't know. So I think, like, sometimes the older generations, the way they grew, you got to look at what came first. And then my mom used to say that when her grandmother got old, they put her in some kind of a home. Like, they said that she was crazy, but I don't think that she was really, I think that it was that she was deaf. And I think that it was also that she couldn't speak good English. And I think that my uncle used to say that she used to walk like miles and show up at my grandmother's house. And she used to, like, ring the doorbell. I come. And my grandmother would get mad at her. But you know what? My grandmother did the same thing. She did it to my mother. She did it to me. I mean, just show up here. Like, it's like 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. And, like, I rolled in at 5 o'clock because I was out drinking. And, like, you're here. Like, overextending like, just show up here. If you don't answer the phone, she shows up. So answer the phone. But it's not, yeah, it is. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad, but you know what? We survive it, and we got stories to tell. Anyway, I'm going to try not to cut Avery's hair into anything crazy, like a mullet or anything. Yeah, I know. It is. It's very sad. All right, did I get to all the moderators? I think I did, right? Sepia's not here, and neither is Zara. I'm going to go. I'm going to try to. I'm probably not going to be able to straighten up this room. Yeah, well, this was way back. My mom was a little girl at the time. So that was a really long time ago. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. Parents are tough. Relatives are tough. It's not easy. I totally get it. All right, guys, have a great night. Thank you all so much, and I will see you sometime tomorrow in the afternoon. Bye-bye, guys.